Hi, so I wanted to talk about my teacher planner for this year. I am going back to teaching, and I think this will be my 17th year teaching now. And 18 if you count all the tutoring I did during my year off. Anyway, I know that I need a separate dedicated teacher planner. It's just having an all-in-one. I've tried, if you've followed me, I've tried so many different teacher planners and kind of doing the all-in-one thing, and it doesn't work. But one thing that has consistently worked for me is the ARC system. I love the ARC system, and I kind of just hate it because it's so hard to find things for it. Like, online is just, the selection is terrible. I don't have a lot of staples near where I live now, and they're both they're an effort to get to, and they're always out of stock of like everything. It's really frustrating at this point. And the ARC system things are not inexpensive. But I feel like I've invested the money in them at this point. And when I got them years ago, there was nothing like it. Now there's a whole bunch of stuff like it. Like copycat stuff, but there was nothing like it at the time. And it just served me so well because it was just so flexible and versatile, and really you can make it what you want. So, if you remember, I was using the hard leather black cover, and I used that for forever, for years and years and years. And I had actually, when I bought the ARC system, I had got that one for my husband because he said he wanted to use it, and he didn't end up using it. Well, just last night, he said, I asked him, do you want me to make you one? Because I was, working mine out. And he said, yeah. So I put him together a planner in his old ARC notebook, and I don't have that here because he brought it to work. So in giving, and I had those black ones available because I had decided I wanted a new cover. The black leather, it's hard and it's thick and it's heavy, and it's just one more thing that I have to carry back and forth. For the school that I teach at, it's not a normal high school, and there's just a lot of information that I need to have all in one place, like any other teacher, but it's not a normal situation, I guess that's the best way to say it. And it's like a partnership with another very large organization. Anyway, the point is, it was really heavy and it was big and it looked really professional, but it was just, I was tired of it. I wanted something different. I had used it for years and years. So when I moved back here, I went to visit my friend, and there was a Staples there, and I got there early so I could go to Staples, and I saw this cover and I really liked it. And I thought I could definitely update my teacher planner system. So this was the Martha Stewart cover, and you can see it's flexible, and it came with these rings. I don't like these rings. I like the color of the rings, but the papers don't really slide on these very well. So I've actually ordered some aluminum rings. I ordered them on Amazon, and I'm not exactly sure when they're going to get here. I think they might be here in a couple weeks or something. So I can't show you those. I can show you them when I get them. Maybe I'll post a video of that. But they're okay, but I don't know. I feel like the papers don't slide on them very well. They're kind of like a silver chrome. But I love the cover. I think it's beautiful. And so I like it. So I'm looking forward to using it. When I was there, now I just told you that they're usually out of stock of a lot of things, and they are. But they did have this, and I wanted to try this. I thought this was interesting. It's for the junior size, but what it is it's a cell phone holder and a pen holder. Because if you'll notice, well, how could you notice? You didn't notice. I didn't say it. There is no pen holder on this, and in the black one, there is a pen holder, and I like to have that. And I don't know if this is going to work out, or I'm going to have to use a binder clip or just get like an adhesive pen holder, but I thought I'd give it a try. It has a pen holder here, a cell phone holder here, and then I think this is just a little like pouch for whatever you want up there. And I thought this would at least be good to put in when I go to staff meetings, because you always bring your phone with you. You need to bring a pen. I always bring my planner with me because, like I said, it has a lot of the information that I'll need. And women don't have pockets. Like, we just don't have any pockets. So I've got my lunch, I've got my drink, I've got my planner. If I have to bring other things to the meeting, like my computer, and then I've got a pen and a phone, and I have no pocket. So I just thought this might be nice to tuck those things into, and it just pops out. So I won't regularly keep this in here. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer, and when we go to meetings, I'll just pop it in, and maybe it'll work. And if it doesn't work, no big deal. I have a huge stack of these still. Like I said, I had invested a lot of money in the ARC system, so I'd like to use what I've got. And so I just popped a few of these to-do lists in there. I can always replenish. Then this notebook that I bought, it came with a pocket. This one is only a single pocket, whereas the ARC notebook ones, if you buy them, they have one on each side. But I liked that this one was clear. It wasn't that grayish color, so I just thought I'd pop this in here. So I actually watched my old videos to see how I had my teacher binder set up before, because it took me a while to tweak it and get it right, and I still don't think I had like a final kind of setup video. I wish I had, but there's a lot of documentation I have to have all the time, and so I was trying to remember that. So if I remembered correctly, I did have a folder in the front, and then I had these little post-its and these page flags. I don't remember if I kept those in there, but I will need them at least initially, and so I can just keep them on my desk at work if they don't work out. I've got a couple of the clear slip covers. I know I'm going to need at least one and probably two. So I put two in here just to make sure. I'm going to skip this for just a second. This is the planner. And then I have my divider, just a black divider. And then it just came with lined notebook paper, the Martha Stewart notebook. And it's different than the ARC lined paper. The ARC lined paper it's heavier lines. And I kind of liked the look of this, so I just threw this in here instead. So I just have some notebook paper in there. And then I have a couple more slip pockets. And then I found this. I don't know how much I'm going to use this, but it was kind of cool and it matched. It's just like a slide pocket. So I thought I would just throw it in the back and see how I liked it. And it came in a pack of 2. So that's the basic bones of the setup. Now I want to talk about the planner. So it is really hard to find the ARC dated planner. They do have it, and it comes in the size and the small one, and they have an academic one that starts in July and it ends in June, and that's the one that I would always get, and it's just been progressively harder to find year after year. I actually found one and I got it, of course. And I don't know if you look back at my videos, you'll see it, but it's just a basic calendar. It's really heavy print. It's really dark, and it has a lot of it's plain, but it's got a lot of like visual noise on the page because the lines are so dark and everything is boxed, and it has like previous, current, and next month's calendars on like every page. It has like the Staples branding. It's okay. It's never been like perfect, but it works. And I need a dated planner. I don't want to go through and date something. So I got it. I had it in here. That's what my husband now has in his work ARC notebook. But I was watching through some YouTube videos, and I saw this teacher. I think the channel was Jane Noh, N-O-H. And so I would look her up, Jane Noh. And she has an ARC system. And she's a high school teacher as well. And most of the teacher planners that you see are elementary. And like the ones that you can buy on Teachers Pay Teachers or Etsy or whatever, they all look so childish to me. And I need something that looks professional. But the ARC notebook is just the black cover, the black dividers, the black plain pages. It is all like really boring. It's very professional though, and it's appropriate for the environment I'm in. But when I was talking to my husband about getting a teacher planner, I said, I want something that's more colorful and more fun. And I was looking at a happy planner, and he was like, that's not very professional. And he's right, it's not. And especially for the environment I work in, I thought about maybe getting a plum paper planner, and I thought there's no way. That planner is so freaking heavy. and it was really expensive. I'm just not going down that road. So that's why I got the ARC setup, or the ARC calendar. I was able to find it. But I'm watching this lady, and she makes her own. And I don't really have the time to do that at this point, but I liked what she made, and she sells them on Teachers Pay Teachers. So I went on there and I looked at it, and I thought, you know what? I have a colored printer. I liked printing my own inserts before. I'm going to buy this. It was $10, and I'm going to use it for 6 months, and let's see what happens, because our school year is broken up into 6-month increments. Like I said, it's not a normal school. So I only need to have 6 months of a planner at a time in my, or of a calendar at a time in my planner. So I printed 6 months and I punched them. It took the longest was the printing because my printer was so slow. But they came out beautifully. So I would check her out. Jane Noh, N-O-H, was her channel. So I chose what I wanted to print out from the planner. She has a 250-page planner, and then when you buy with the $10, you get like 3 different color schemes to choose from. You can print cover pages. You can print cover pages. She has all different kinds of inserts, and she has extras, and like you can print. She just has everything, way more than I would ever need. If I was a public school teacher, well, if I was at a normal high school, I probably would have printed the whole entire planner as she has it. But I'm not, so I didn't need all that. So I just printed what I wanted. And I printed it on nice heavy paper. And so this is what it came out like. So this is the academic planner. So it's just a year at a glance on this page. And then the planner starts. And it's so beautiful to have color. I'm so excited. I just added this sticker that I got. But so it's changes with the months, and it's got this, I think she said it was tessellated triangles. It's so clean. I just have to lift up the camera so that you can see. It's so clean, and the boxes have lines. The weekends are in color. She's got a focus. She's got a set for notes. This is next month's calendar. You have a nice big space down here if you want. And then here's your weekly setup. And she had 2 different choices of the types of setups you want. This was the one I chose because I'm going to be teaching 2 different subjects. And so you've got, it's super faint though. That's one thing that I really like. It's really clean, but the lines are not prominent. So you can ignore how she has it squared off if you want. But basically there's 2 big blocks, and then there's a big checklist at the bottom to check off all the things that you need to do in the day. I thought it was brilliant. And I measured it, and you actually get more space in this layout than I would in the ARC for each day. So you've got Monday through Friday, and then she has a little teeny tiny Saturday and Sunday, which is actually really helpful because my school does have events on Saturday and Sunday that I sometimes have to attend or that I need to take note of, and so I can just jot those there. You have a nice big blank space, and then you have this. She said this could be for like goals or a focus or whatever. It has a little bit of color, so it's not boring, but I think it looks so professional and clean, and it's perfect because I would divide the ARC page, I would divide the ARC box into 2 because I would teach 2 subjects, except it was horizontal, and then I would add a little checklist over on the side. That is exactly what she has here, except it's already done and it looks way neater, and it's pretty. And she had other color schemes that were, didn't have pink. It was like more blues. So if you, aren't into that kind of a look, you could get something that's a little more of a neutral palette. And I just put that sticker there. But August is gray. So, you get the idea. She has a whole bunch of other things that I did not print out, but that did come with the packet. Here's September. I put that sticker on there. And here's October. How beautiful are those colors? And November and December. And that's all I printed out because that's all I need for now. She had, like I said, behavior checklist. Like, she just had so many things. And she has notebook paper, and she has everything. It was just pretty amazing. The other thing that she has that I'm going to do that I don't yet have is she also gives you either in color or in black and white, your choice, she gives you tabs for the months, for all the different sections of the planner that she made. And so you just buy these little Avery 1-inch stick-on tabs and then just slide these in. I just had to print them and cut them with my paper cutter and fold them in half. It was really easy and it didn't take any time at all. And in fact, I would suggest printing these first, then let your planner print, because you'll be done with these in no time and your planner will still be printing. And so I'm going to stick those on there. For now, I have these because I don't know when those tabs are coming. I ordered them from Amazon, and I don't know when my rings are coming. But once those come and I replace them, I will show you what it looks like, because the tabs looked really slick on her planner. My only complaint is that I wish that she wouldn't have done white lettering with the colored tabs. I wish it would have been black lettering, because I think it would be so much more readable. I would like the colors to correspond with my months, but this is more readable, so I'm not sure which I'm going to use. I printed them both to try them both. So that is my teacher planner. Once it's, like I said, once I have the other pieces, I'll refilm, and then you'll get an idea of kind of some of the things I have in there. But I'm super excited about it. You know, as a secondary teacher, I don't want like everything that has apples on it and it's like in chalkboard handwriting font. And, you know, this looks so clean and professional to me. I was so impressed with what she had, and I watched a lot of videos to kind of get an idea of what's out there. Just so impressed, and her talking about her reasoning of why she chose to do certain things. Just really smart. And I mean, you can tell she has really thought about her needs, and at the secondary level, what do you need in a planner? And it's just different. I looked at, you know, Erin Condren and Happy Planners and all that, and they just give you so much stuff that you're never going to use, and it's just in a format to me that doesn't really make sense. This format makes a lot of sense because it's basically what I created for myself, but in a horizontal orientation versus vertical. So yeah, I wanted to share this with you in case you're a teacher and you're looking for a planner and you haven't yet purchased one. I had purchased the one from Staples, but I went ahead and bought this because my husband can use that one. And even if I threw that one away, I didn't care, because this was $10 and I thought this was beautiful. It's got some color to it, but it's not unprofessional looking. Oh, it's a random hello. See how tiny and faint the branding is? You can barely even see it. A random hello, that's what this is. So yeah, I just had to share. And the tabs I'm using are these same Martha Stewart tabs I've used for years. They are definitely repositionable. And I've got the ARC bookmark in here, marked to when I'm going to be starting school, which is next week. And I'm super excited about using this. I think it's going to be awesome. The paper is heavy. You can choose the paper you want to print on. I think this is 28-pound paper. Yeah, I think that's what it is, but I'm pretty sure I can use fountain pen on it. I think I'm positive I can. Highlighter, but it printed back to back. I had literally no issues printing it. And this is something that I talked about in my other ARC video, and I feel like I'm now going on a tangent. Getting an 8.5 by 11 planner just makes your life so much easier when you're printing things, because I didn't have to trim any pages. They literally came out of the printer, punched them, put them in here, and it was awesome. The other thing about teacher planners is I feel like you do need an 8.5 by 11 planner, because so many of your documents that you need to keep track of and handouts that you get at staff meetings, they're all 8.5 by 11. They're all a letter size. So to have a planner that can't accommodate that does not make sense to me. So some of the planners that they sell that I've seen online on YouTube, they'll have like a pocket, but it doesn't fit in an 8.5 by it doesn't fit a letter size piece of paper. The pocket itself is letter size, but it doesn't fit a piece, so you have to fold your paper. What if that's something that you need to keep for the whole entire school year? Those things don't make sense to me. So I'm glad my husband talked me into keeping the ARC planner system. He's like, it always works for you. It's the one planner you don't ever cycle through 1 million of them in 1 year. Just do that. And then I saw that lady's video and I'm like, she is amazing. Look at how beautiful this planner is. This looks like it came from a professional. I'm so impressed. And see how these don't turn? So I did some reading about the metal rings, and I've read that the metal rings turn much easier. I put the black ones in that I've used for years, and they actually turned a little easier on here, but I don't want the black. I want the silver. That was the whole kind of look of this binder. See how I have to fight it? So I'm going to get the aluminum rings. I'm going to put the tabs on. I'm going to be good to go. And I will show you an update. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions about my teacher planner or the ARC system, please let me know. I've been using this system, I don't know, I want to say, God, it's been, dang, I want to say like, I don't know, maybe like 10 years or so. I don't even know. I don't even know. It's been a really long time. I am like the ARC OG teacher planner. There's quite a few out on YouTube now, but I'm claiming the OG status. I was the original ARC teacher planner, I think. If not, I was pretty darn close to it. So if you have any questions, you just let me know and I can answer them for you. And if you have a teacher planner video, I would love to see it. I like to see what other people do and get ideas, especially if you're a secondary teacher. I really want to see your video and you've like put something together like this, because that's where I got this planner from, this calendar. I never would have known had I not just randomly been looking, and there she was. Thank goodness. So yeah, if you've got a video or you have an idea or you've seen a video you think I'll find helpful, let me know. But after doing this for a really long time, I feel like I've got a pretty good system worked out for my needs. And if you have any questions, hopefully I can help you with yours. Thanks for watching. Bye.